Workers' compensation and/or exemption is a mandatory insurance program that is paid by the employer and provide coverage and cash benefit to workers who have been injured while performing their work-related duty. The contract for care is between the physician and the insurance company. Workers' compensation claim can be classified as non-disability. The worker is seen by the physician for treatment of the injury but can continue working. Temporary disability, the worker cannot return to work due to the injury and the worker may be off from work for a period of time. Permanent disability, the worker is injured and has residual disability, therefore he/she cannot perform his or her job and the condition is permanent and stationary with no improvement expected. Insurance claim guideline, photocopy all insurance card, both front and back, and keep in the patient medical record. Obtain accurate and current patient registration information. Get all consent forms and assignment of benefit forms signed for release of medical information. Complete all insurance forms for payment according to the instructions provided on the form. Be accurate with all information to be included on the form, providing the correct social security number and correct spelling of the patient name. Submit claim in a timely fashion according to the insurance company guideline. The physician must sign the insurance form as required. Record all communication on the patient record. Number codes such as ICD-9-CN code are assigned to each medical illness and procedure and must be noted on the billing form. Code books and medical terminology text will assist you with this process. All diagnoses and procedures are coded with a letter code or numeric code and all are listed alphabetically. It is important when using the code book that they are up to date. Financial transaction and recording. A medical office assistant will be involved in the daily exchange of payment to the office or to outside source for resources that the office utilizes. The medical office may utilize a business checking account with fund for the use of paying bill relate to the working office environment. Electronic fund transfer or EFT account automatically transfer the money from a saving account into the checking account when funds are needed. Payments may be made with the use of a check. A check is written to the provider of the service or the payee. Payment is made from the payer, the person paying for the service, instructing the bank to make payment from the checking account to that bank. When personal checks are not accepted, a person may pay using a cashier's check, which is made out to the provider of the care and is signed by a bank employee. Money orders are also acceptable forms of payment whereby a person purchases the money order in the amount needed at a bank or post office. Traveler's checks are also acceptable form of payment and will be counted as a check for payment. All cash payments or other forms of payment received in the office are the medical office assistant responsibility. For deposit in the banking institution used by the medical office, a deposit slip must be accurately filled out with the name of the physician, the checking account number to which the money is being deposited, a listing of the check with the denomination and the total amount and the total of the cash to be deposited, or an audit will happen. Photocopy the deposit slip and keep it for your records, and also keep a copy of the adding machine tape used for calculation. Verify that your total amount coincide with the daily ledger that you keep with each patient transaction, noting the payments on the patient record. Upon deposit, keep the banking deposit slip from the transaction to ensure it correlates with the monthly bank statement showing the deposit had been made. A medical office assistant will have to perform certain bookkeeping duties that will include maintaining a daily log to record all fees for the service provided and the payments received. Practice, monitor the account receivable ledger, which contain all patients' accounts, and it should include the dollar amount owed for such service. Monitor the accounts payable ledger, checking the dollar amount paid out for business expenditure. Maintaining the petty cash drawer, which contains money needed for small business expense. Recording accurate payroll record. This style of record monitoring is referred to as single entry accounting. Accounting firms may be hired to monitor all funds that involve the medical office asset. They include whatever the physician owns, the capital, which is investment monies, liabilities or the expense owed, and the equity that has been built out through the business. Patient billing transaction. Medical office sometimes use pegboard accounting system to manage patient account. Prey number transaction form with pre-cut holes are placed onto pegs and are aligned with the first line of the day sheet. When a patient has been seen, she receives the transaction slip. Payment is logged, and the patient gets the receipt of payment and a reminder of the next appointment. Errors made should be void and kept. Since the slips are pre-numbered, there is accurate accountability for all transaction at the end of the workday. Check daily with the physician to see if an after-hours visit was made, neither in the office or a hospital setting, so that service can be logged for payment. The ledger card also acts as an account record but requires that all transactions be logged on the daily worksheet, ledger card, and a transaction slip at the same time the money is received. Repeat this process for all patient individually. The patient ledger card can be used as a monthly statement of transaction that occur with that patient account. Maintain the ledger card with payment in chronological order. Post all fees, the date of service, and any payment to the patient account. Ledger account may also be managed via computer accounting system. Some physicians offer professional courtesy or no charge to certain people. The medical office assistant must know when this courtesy is extended, so the ledger may be noted with that remark. It is important to always balance the daily transaction sheet at the end of the day to avoid error. If an error is found, it can